everyone, and welcome to another Star Citizen video. And today I'm going to be going over the Hornet variants for, well, the Anvil Hornet. So just to start off, I'm going to start off with the Hornet Wildfire that comes in at about, I believe, $175 or $175 USD, and it is a specialty variant of the Hornet F7C. So it is a special variant of the civilian grade Hornet, and it is built with, well, I believe it is a pilot, certain pilot in storyline mind. I believe this is the loadout that pilot flew with, and the art on the ship that they had. So just to start off here, this is what the main Hornet build looks like. This is where kind of the base of the Hornet is, except for the top turret, which only a couple of the Hornets have. I believe only the Wildfire and the Super Hornet have the top turret. So if I go around here, it has, I believe that's a tarantula. So this is a very heavy hitting build. And I'll go get into the cockpit, because this is, I believe this is the most finished of the Hornets that we have. It is the best representation of what the cockpits would look like in all of the Hornet variants. So with that, see, except for this bubble is a 2.6 glitch that you'll probably see in my other videos as well. This is a glitch just with the PTU of 2.6, which is what I'm using to record all of this, because all these ships are new, or not all of them, but a couple of these ships are new. So, the Hornet's got a pretty nice cockpit, pretty easy to see out of. I feel like it's a very, I guess, combat-oriented cockpit, because it is a combat ship built, I'm not going to say strictly for combat, but it doesn't do much else well other than combat. So that's the Wildfire. And as I move back, I get to the Ghost. So the Hornet Ghost, it's got a bunch of technological upgrades to improve its radar jamming, or not radar jamming, but it's to reduce its signature. So it won't have as large a signature as some of the other Hornets, and it also has special heat vents on it. But all in all, it is the same chassis, same hull as the other Hornets, just a different middle pod. But that can be interchanged with other Hornets, but I don't see why you would. Then you jump back to the Tracker, which is a scanning oriented Hornet variant, coming with, again, the basic loadout, just a couple of missiles, but it's got the giant scanning piece on the bottom / top of the ship, giving it an advantage when it comes to tracking other ships and scanning areas. So this would be like a scout. It would be like a military scout, probably short range, but still it would be a scout. Whereas the Ghost would be also a scout. You would normally probably have a Ghost in deep space with a tracker not near, or not too far by, or not too far away, because the Tracker and the Ghost would work well together. And then if I walk back up to the front, or run back up to the front, you have the F7C Hornet, which is just the base model of the Hornet. Comes with a store all box, basic loadout. Not very much to say here, just a basic variant of the Hornet. Can be outfitted with everything else, like all the other Hornets. It can be swapped out for everything. It has all the hard points as all the other ones. It's just not initially like the other ones, but it can be built up to be like them. And then I come back here to the only one that's really different, which which is the Super Hornet. And the Super Hornet comes with different guns on the wings, different guns on the top, so heavier hitting weapon loadout, and it's got the main cannons. And this is a ship that's built to be good at not only a fixed weapons build, but a gimbaled weapons build, because all of the weapons are easily gimbalable and they can all be used well with gimbals. So this ship has a different cockpit because it is a two-seater ship instead of a one-seater ship, meaning that you can take a co-pilot along, and that gives you the advantage of either co-pilot can take control of the guns, or they can do shield management or something like that, so you don't have to do it all on your own. So as I come back here, I'm just gonna detail why or why not, or why you should or should not buy these ships. So the Wildfire, I would say it's a decent fighter. It does what it's supposed to. It's a little expensive for my blood. I wouldn't pick one up myself just because of how much it costs compared to what you're getting, because you're just getting a little bit beefier of a loadout on an F7C with the Wildfire paint job. If it was a bit less, I probably would pick one up if I had the money, or I would suggest picking one up, but it's a little bit too much for me. So, and as I move back to the Ghost's a little bit, right now it's a little bit useless. It's not saying that it will be later, but we need to see more stuff implemented before you can really get a feel for the Ghost. So I'd have to say I can't really put my opinion down on it. Right now it's not worth it, but maybe later it would be, or probably it will be later. Whereas that's the same thing with the Hornet tracker. Definitely gonna have a good purpose down the road, definitely gonna be effective down the road, but right now it's just a glorified F7C. And then the F7C is Hornet for the least amount of money to be put into. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get this Hornet. I think it's 125, where the Wildfire is like 165. The Ghost is like 135, and I think 145 for the tracker. And then the Super Hornet is 165 as well. But yeah, the F7C, it's, I don't know, it's a Hornet. So it's going to get you where you want to go. It comes with a store all box, so you will have a little bit of cargo capacity, but it's not like a cargo ship or anything. I say if you want to get a Hornet that will do basically everything all the others will, just get the C. But moving on to the last but not least, the Hornet F7CM, which is the, I believe, the best of the Hornets. It is built up to be the best of the Hornets. It comes in at a reasonable 165 for all military grade hardware, and a strong fighter ship that will not let you down. And this is also the only Hornet variant so far that we have that comes with a built-in jump drive. I believe the other ones can fit a jump drive, but they don't get it as stock. Also, the advantage of having a second pilot in your ship with you is priceless. To have somebody else that's able to do shield management or take over a turret, or just kind of make sure you're not feeling lonely, is an incredibly valuable addition. And also it's weapon loadout, and it's kitted out to be a monster. It's got missiles, it's got all the guns you need. This ship will not stop, and I don't really think it cares if you want to try, because I've flown the F7CM more than I think I've flown any other small fighter. And I have to say that this is probably, if you're using a mouse and keyboard, it is the best fighter ever. I could I don't know, I could see the Saber coming in very, very close, but this ship the ship just dominates everything else. It blows every other ship that it comes in contact with, like out of the water, unless you're trying to do a locked gimbals build, whereas with the Saber you have more power. This ship just doesn't hold up. And my apologies, guys, because I'm feeling a little bit sick lately. So I got a little bit of a bad throat. So my apologies if I'm sounding a little bit off. But just to wrap this one up, it's the Hornet F7CM. I would say go for it. I would say go for most of the Hornets. They'll all have their purpose in the verse. They're all reasonably priced. The only ones I would watch out for are the Wildfire, the Tracker, and the Ghost. You just want to make sure the Tracker and the Ghost get back up to, well, they get their roles fulfilled, and the Wildfire, you just want to make sure you can't make Wildfire out of the C, or out of the F7C, the normal F7C. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one, and peace.